Destination mark.
Hey guys, how's it going? Marcelo here, and today we've got an extensive look at the 7th Grand Prix in CTR Nitro-Fueled, the Rustland Grand Prix. There's a lot to break down here, and it's all so exciting, so let's dive in and take a look. First off, we have some images, and these look sick. Pura and Tiny have some kick-ass skins here, and the karts look really cool too. Everything here does indeed have that Borderlands Mad Max feel to it, and it looks amazing. Next we have Dingodile, who's looking very sinister, and reminds me a lot of Bane from the Batman cartoons with this liquid-fueled tube he's fueling himself with. Definitely looks a lot more like a crocodile than a dingo here. We finally get to see Coco's completed look for this Grand Prix, and she's looking fantastic, and Polar looks cute all punked out too. But the biggest surprise here is that MegaMix is indeed joining the fray, and wow, does he look awesome! I thought he would look basically the same as he did in the Huge Adventure, but they instead gave him the Talkman treatment and souped him up for his first console appearance. The engine half of his face looks mechanical instead of totally robotic, his tiny side looks mutilated and gross, with spikes protruding from his right shoulder, and his cortex half has boils and blemishes on his skin, as well as a bigger jaw and huge teeth. Overall, what an amazing redesign for this monstrosity. Also in this image we can see a radioactive looking Cortex with a helmet and respirator on, and in the background we can see Engine looking all cyberpunk as well with some green hair and a glowing eye. And here's MegaMix's legendary skin, a mechanical monster with a Robocop-esque visor and skeletal top jaw. Again, the karts here look really dope. The punk aesthetic is everywhere on these things. Even the paint jobs are looking badass. The classic CTR karts look really neat, all banged up and rocked out. Now let's look at the B-roll footage. The track, called MegaMix Mania, looks utterly insane. It's got all sorts of shortcuts and alternate paths, further adding to the chaos. But there are some things we can break down here, starting with a sweet Rusty Walrus reference right here. His name and image are scrawled on this battleship, along with Engine's name, leading me to believe that this battleship might be based off of Engines from Twinsanity. We can see a giant disheveled Crash statue stuck in the ground, as well as tons of graffiti strewn about everywhere on the track, some of which are characters' faces sporting their grungy Rustland looks, such as Fate Crash, MegaMix, Nina, and Pura among others. Also among these is this weird looking thing. So, do you remember the mask power-up called Oppo that was found in last month's datamine? This is it. This insane looking mask is a new addition to the game, and it may look somewhat familiar. The wooden face, leafy appendages, and glowing yellow eyes tells us this is Aku Aku sporting his Titan's look, and the metallic helmet he's wearing is very reminiscent of Uka Uka's Titan's design, what with the general shape, protruding teeth, and the shape of its eyes and eyebrows, along with the appendages it has too. Now here's the thing. In the footage we can see it scroll by when MegaMix is in play, and Crash activates it later on, and it comes complete with a new sound effect and jingle. But after that we can see Cortex use it as well. So this poses a question. Is this really some weird punk version of Aku Aku wearing an Uka Uka helmet? Or is this some MegaMix Mania exclusive mask that maybe only MegaMix himself can carry into other tracks outside of this one? Much like the way Sparks does with the Spyro characters outside of Spyro's circuit. And more importantly, does the introduction of this crazy new mask mean we'll be getting the Lunar mask from the PS4 ad real soon? I'm still dying to see what that mask is gonna do. We don't see the regular Aku Aku or Uka Uka get used, so what's the deal with that? There's still some questions left to be answered, and I'll be doing a follow-up video immediately after this, so we'll see what happens. Aside from all this, there's one more strange thing about this track. In Crash's footage, we can see a glowing crate, and when Crash smashes through it, a meteor-looking energy ball erupts from it and flies off along the main path of the track, kinda like the ghost from the Spooky Grand Prix. Crash doesn't interact with it, so what it does at the time of this video is a mystery. But overall, the Rustland Grand Prix is looking totally sick, and I cannot wait to play through this. The Grand Prix goes live tomorrow at 7 AM Pacific Standard, so get ready to tear this track and the Grand Prix apart. So what do you guys make of all this? What are your thoughts? Hit me up in the comments down below. I'm Marcelo, I'll see you guys later. Get hyped and take care.